So there are times when you might want to rotate your map page to suit the layout of your data. In this case, we've got the Caribbean islands, and I think that a landscape layout for the page would work better than this portrait setup. It's really easy to do in the File menu. It's in the Page and Print setup. And while we're there, I'll just show you that if you uncheck this Use Paper, printer paper settings, you can put a custom option in here which lets you make the page any size you want. And so that's kind of nice because sometimes you're creating a figure for some kind of presentation or a poster or something like that, and you don't need it to be 8.5 by 11 or legal or whatever it may be. You do have to monkey around with the data frame a little bit. Let's see here, this might make it a little bit easier to shrink down the page size, and then we'll just work to reduce the data frame size. It does take a little bit of monkeying around. It would be faster if I turned off the base map, of course. It would draw a little bit quicker, and all we're really trying to do is get the data frame set on the page. So just remember that this outline is the paper. The thing I'm manipulating is the data frame. They're independent from one another, and you need to make sure that the data frame is being centered on the page and set up the way you want it to be. If you did want it to be, let's see here, standard letter size, you can go back here, 8.5 by 11, and then just choose landscape versus portrait. It gives you a little bit of a preview here. I did shrink down the data frame, so it's going to be a little bit easier this time. Let me get the page set so you can see it. Remember, there's two sets of tools. These are the layout tools. They move the paper around and increase and decrease the size of the paper. This is the thing I'm looking for. So our data frame is the window that you can see the data through. And if we get that set up like that, I can turn my base back on so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So landscape layout, data frame, a separate thing. You can choose to show the boundary of the data frame or not, but you do need to be careful that you're centering it on the page, especially if you have any kind of a border displayed on it. All right, that's it.